Hey, how's it going? It's Wednesday afternoon. I just got home from work. I'm the only one in the house except for the dogs. So the experiment continues. But I'm actually going to make this a benchmark shave. And in this benchmark, I'm going to be using Tallow+Steel Boreal soap and splash. The difference is going to be that in continuing the experiment, I'm going to be using the green tea thing that I tried the other day in combination with the long soak. So this is what the soap looks like, right? So it's quite dark, right? So I'm just going to take, I don't know, just going to scoop up that much. This is like a half teaspoon. Okay. So I scoop it into the bowl. I'll mash it around a bit. So, oh, I should give you an update. So my irritation from the other day really doesn't look any worse. Actually, it might be a little bit better. So that's why I'm going to give this a try. But because it's not completely gone, I'm going to try the green tea thing. Anyway, here's my pot of green tea. I'm going to pour some in, probably more than you think I should. So I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I'm going to let that soak for a while. I'm going to pour out a little for myself. Whoops. That's still really hot, I think. No, that's just right. That's drinkable temperature. And I'll be back in a minute after I take a shower, and see you then. Okay, I'm back. So I drank a lot of the tea, and now I'm going to pour off a lot of all the excess water. So now I have a mix of tea and basically the bloom water. It's still pretty warm. Today I'm going to be using, since it's a benchmark, I'm going to be using the Merkur 34C with a fresh Astra blade, Astra Superior Platinum. And I'm going to take my synthetic brush. I'm going to go ahead and dip it in. And just splash out the excess there. And here's what the soap looks like now. It's very hydrated. So I'm going to start lathering. This is kind of like the splash, and it doesn't smell great immediately. But the soap is so hydrated, it starts lathering up immediately. I'm not even really doing anything too crazy here. And that green tea was brewed with filtered water just from a Brita pitcher that I then boiled to make my tea with. And the water that I poured over the soap, the bloom water, was not boiling anymore, but it was still hot, but drinkable. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so there's plenty of lather there. I'm not going to use, because it's a benchmark, and the way I'm doing these, I'm not going to use any pre-shave cream or anything like that. But I am going to use a little bit of this tea with some of the bloom water in it to wet my face, because it's here. This kind of skirts by my rules for these benchmark tests by not being a separate product. And I hope that by using the green tea, which has like, I forget all the different things it does, but it's supposed to be good for your skin, essentially. If you have irritated skin, it's supposed to be good. I am not a doctor. I know nothing. I've just read this stuff online. But plenty of skincare products have green tea or green tea extract in them. And I'm hoping that this won't permanently damage me. Anyway, and then it may actually help. I hope so. Oh my God, this smells really good now. So I used Barrister and Mann's Taiga the other day, which is a similar idea to this, but where that one smells like freshly cut, pine, spruce, cedar, fir boughs, this smells like all that plus like cedar. It's got woody notes. And there's some, I don't know, some danker smells in here. And there's something a little minty. Like I forget what it is, what the plant is that's supposed to be in this, or the extract. But having done a lot of like hiking and camping um, in the like in Ontario, like north of Toronto and north of the the east side, northeast of the Greater Toronto area, there's lots of land to go hiking and camping in, and there's always lots of like little sprigs of wintergreen all over the place. And I'm sort of getting that part of it, or a little bit of that sense. That smells great. That really reminds me of being in the forest. I think this lather's good. It lathered up way quicker than I'm used to. Probably because, I mean, for a couple of reasons, right? I started off, I like overhydrated it to begin with, and I used filtered water that was really hot, and it's cooled down. I mean, it's perfectly comfortable now. But anyway, since well, I'm going to try and do my usual benchmark shave, which means I'm going to be going against the grain on my neck, right? I'm just going to be really careful about it. Well, not so much against the grain as across and against. This feels very good for having used no pre-shave whatsoever, other than that green tea and soap mix. This feels really good, and it smells like I rolled around in the forest in some in a bunch of pine needles and dirt and wintergreen and stuff like that. I mean, I just love it. And it rinses out very quick. So let me start this side. Wait, why do I start there? I always start here. Right. Okay. So this first pass, like I've said in other videos, the first pass for me is mostly with and across the grain. Okay, that's good. Now I'm not going to rinse. I'm just going to get some more of this tea and soap mix and just rub it in over the remnants. Man, this soap is really nice. It's got good slickness, especially after re-wetting it. Okay. I'm going to dip this in the water real quick, or the mixture. Let's brush some of that in. Okay, that's good. Next pass. So I'm going to go kind of like this. Okay, down here, see, down here, that's against, that's against. This actually feels really good. It's super slick. My face actually feels really good. Okay, yeah, this way. Okay, and this side just goes straight up. Okay. I forgot to say earlier, this has been more than 24 hours since my last shave. Still really slick. I don't really think I missed much. I'm being extra careful down here anyway. Now that feels good. So I'm going to take now the rest of the lather. So I probably could have done a third pass if I wanted to, but because of my sensitive skin, I generally only like to do 2 passes. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on and kind of do like the lather wash. Oh my God, that smells amazing. So how's your week going? Huh? What do I sound like? I don't know. I just gave myself a flashback of like my high school gym coach. I tried to stay out of gym as much as possible, but it's like, how's your week going, huh, son? You doing good? Paying attention in class? No, now it's starting to sound like my dad. You paying attention in class? You doing drugs? Time for some tea. So when I was a kid, I was in Boy Scouts. And I loved camping and stuff. And I used to spend all week getting ready for a weekend camp out. And one time I filled like a medium-sized Ziploc bag with Bisquick, which is like if you don't know Bisquick, it's like a prepared flour for making biscuits, pancakes, that kind of thing. Actually, so I had this bag and I had Ziplocked it. So it's like, it looked like packaged white powder. I had it on my desk in my room. And one day when I was not in my room, my dad walked in to find something and he saw that on there. And he's like, Billy, what is this? What is this? Are you doing drugs? Is this cocaine? It's like, Dad, do you have any idea what the street value of that bag would be? I'm 14 years old. My allowance is like $2 a week, right? This is like the early 80s. That was decent money for me. Maybe it was $3 a week. That's $3. Anyway, $3 is $3, eh? So, anyway, I had to open it up, take it out, and explain to him that it was Bisquick for the camping trip. It's like, what the hell? Maybe there are 14-year-old kids that can get their hands on like 2 pounds of more than 2 pounds of cocaine, but I wasn't one of those kids. Okay, just gonna do a rinse here. I just realized something very interesting. I don't know if you noticed, but the camera hasn't been moving around today because I forgot to set the thing. So I'm gonna reach here, and actually I'm drawing a box around my face, and now it's going to follow me. I can't believe I didn't notice that till now. I'm trying to do this video quicker. So rinse. Man, my face actually feels really good and it's smooth. That shave was really good. Man, that is easily better than the Nivea gel I've been using that I base these benchmark tests on. I'm looking for my alum stick now. I forgot to take it out just to do a test. A little bit of tingling here, here. Here and here are my trouble spots. There's no stings. Some tingling. Maybe a little bit of a zinger. But that's great. Man. It looks a little irritated, but it feels okay. Like it actually feels good. I'm just gonna rinse out the bowl now. There's actually still a little bit of lather left in the bowl. I always feel bad about like rinsing stuff out and getting rid of any remaining lather. I feel like I ought to be able to use it. I want to be able to save it. Especially when the soap smells this good, right? Just, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here, get the camera to kind of move where my face is. So you can see I'm kind of doing the old paintbrush trick. Yeah, it doesn't have to do it up here. And the reason I do that is it spreads the bristles apart, flings out any additional water, and just it's better for drying. Okay. No, of course not. Okay, now rinse. I hate alum. And time for the Boreal splash. I love this stuff, even though it smells like, I don't know. I'm going to stop saying this. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I love this stuff, but when it first comes out, let's just say it smells different than what you get after a minute. Man, my face feels good. Did I even finish the thing where I asked you how you were doing? I hope your week has been going well. Anyway, let's put it that way. I hope your week has been going well and that the rest of the week is looking good for you. Okay, so that concludes the benchmark test. God, it smells so good after that first minute has passed. I smell cedar. I smell evergreen boughs. I smell a little bit of wintergreen. I think I've said all this already before, but the splash and the soap are basically identical in terms of the scent. Okay, so I guess I have nothing else to say other than thank you very much for spending this time with me, watching the video. I hope you're finding these videos interesting, useful, whatever. Even if it's just to sit there and laugh at the stupid guy trying crazy experiments on his face. If you like the videos, please, feel free to hit the like button, share the video with your friends, your buddies, shaving contacts. It's like we have a network of shaving contacts. And then, subscribe if you feel like it. I'd appreciate it. Helps the channel. And yeah, thanks a lot. Again, I really appreciate it. Take it easy.